This is Stewart again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. It's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Jones. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Murray, the lone setback. They're going to give it to him running right. Room here to run. And a cutback. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll set up the screen for Stewart, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Newton, and he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's got the second-team All-Pro from a year ago, Greg Olsen. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Newton on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Touchdown, Carolina. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone. But today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic. And they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
We ready? 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, we're ready.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Murray the low setback. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now Carr. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Third down and 8 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. All right, here we go. Red 18.
On play action. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on a draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
All right, here we go.
They go with Murray again. Down right around the 25. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Here's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Garden, Charles. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Here we go. Hey, we're going to rally.
They come up in an offset eye. Running with a fullback, Coleman. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give them credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw. Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Stewart is the lone setback. To throw is Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Throwing again is Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Every year the draft has a few surprises in the 1st round, but I'm not sure there's a bigger one in the 2016 draft than Carl Joseph going at number 14 to the Oakland Raiders. Not because of talent. We know he's a talented safety who can make plays like we just saw there, but he's coming off of a knee injury where he only played a few games in his last year at West Virginia, and people just weren't quite sure. Yet Oakland, they thought his health was going to be great, and they saw him as being the playmaking safety that their defense needed.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funches, and it's 4th and 4. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Walford. He got 29 yards that time.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that 2nd-year jump out of Walford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Shift together here from the D-line. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Murray the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now, Carr again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
We ready?
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. 5 and 8.
This is Coleman on the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Coleman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And his kick is right through. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Goldson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Daryl Worley, the rookie, picked it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how that goes.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin. The outside linebacker drops him for a loss of 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Newton. His throw incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And Ginn's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Newton on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a Carolina first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So second and 10 here. Back to the air. Newton on second down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Chris Culliver. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Perry Riley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Murray the lone setback. He'll get him running right. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
We ready?
To throw his Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
All right, here we go. Zebra. Zebra.
gun now on third down. Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Newton now to throw. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. And Ginn's got it. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The tackle there by the first-rounder, Carl Joseph. And 3rd quarter here, you've got to lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Newton to his fullback, Tolbert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 14 yards that time. time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now in the East Bay. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here. Murray the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The lone receiver right is Cooper. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and grind some clock. It's Stewart. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Stewart is the lone setback. Back to throw. Newton looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Another pistol look here. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now Carr again. Crabtree with it over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
We ready?
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. 4th quarter. 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Newton to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Picked off by Perry Riley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Carr to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
All right, here we go.
Carr going to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go. 5 and 8.
To throw is Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction. 3rd
and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's got time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on third down, Newton. And the third down pass falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. On first down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Oakland, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners.